to it. But anyway, my background's been both as an investor with the corporate and having led a startup to like what you guys are doing today. We started studio about a year back now. Actually, not even a year, it's about 6 months. The planning started in a year. We got some pretty awesome startups applied across the world. We picked a few that we liked. It's not that all the others were bad, it's just that the ones that we liked are the ones that we could help in one way or the other. Antil Ventures is a speed scaling ecosystem. We don't like to be called as an investor because we like to be on your part. We obviously invest money, but more than money, I think the value that we bring through strategic domain expertise is people like Rana and the studios that come up.
And just to give you some background, this is a game development conference. Most of us here build games for a living. So, are you investing in gaming companies? If so, what are you looking for in gaming companies? I mean, what kind of teams? What's the strategy? Do you have a specific domain you're looking for?
Okay. The Antil Studio program basically looks at 3 verticals: film, entertainment, gaming, and television. So, any technology that can actually optimize any of these areas, primarily around AR, VR, AI. Cloud rendering, we would look at that. We already have 2 companies in the cohort, one which is called Spaces, which is based out of LA, but which is a gaming company that put VFX and AR, VR together to create a physical space which can give you a Universal Studios kind of an experience. The other gaming company in the cohort is Router Sports, which does a little bit of esports, and we have mentors who are from the gaming industry. Anurag, who heads the e-gaming as a president in Reliance, is one of the mentors. So we look for technologies that can optimize the space. We have not necessarily looked at a game till now, but that could be the future. For us, it's about from the content and talent that Rana is also involved in. We would like to see if there are games that can be developed from that, and we'd like to throw those as challenges to the market.
So just adding to what Prasad said, so we've been moving quite quickly into the transmedia world of things, and we've always been filmmakers, or we've been content makers for film or television, and now those properties are now lasting only with their franchises, and the franchises, gaming is one big large part of it for the fan community to be engaged with the property for a much longer time. So I guess that's how it kind of falls into our ecosystem.
And when you say franchises, we keep hearing about you a fanatic collector of things, characters, and most of us are addicted to games, which are where you collect digital characters and stuff like that. Do you want to dig deeper into what's going on there? And
well, if I have to dig deeper, that's probably the reason I'm here in the movies. I watched a film called Star Wars when I was a kid and said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that's why I think I started with visual effects. And I guess the love for franchises, the love for cinema, all of that kind of came in that one world with that one movie. And post that, I guess, the rise of the Marvel Studios and the love for those characters, then I was always been a comic fan for a very, very long time. So now trying to create something of our own anyway.
Awesome. And most of the folks here don't know that you actually used to ran a gaming studio, and used to be what I heard, a pretty big gamer. Why aren't you a gamer anymore? I mean, what's going on there?
Well, now I make movies. So I guess each time of your life, when you're in the entertainment world, you have a couple of years that you do certain specific things, so you kind of gain that domain expertise and move on to ultimately creating stories, right? So I think it all started there. I used to work with a company called FX Labs, which was owned by Ant Labs, which is one of the largest testing studios in the world. It used to So we built a bunch of games. We built a game called Inferno, and at that point it's about 6-7 years ago. So mostly PC-based games. We were the first to make the attempt to make film-based games for the Indian film market. Just a fact from the past.
What movie was that?
Well, we made a game for a film called Gajni with Amar Khan, did many years ago. So we sold about 5,000 of those CDs, but the pirates sold about 1 lakh. So I think that didn't get us too far in the PC world, and then eventually that kind of disappeared. So, but yeah, I used to be a gamer. I used to be a gamer from the very early days. I used to be from the days of the Mario and the Kung Fu's and the Tetris. So I was a very addicted person. I have a very addictive personality to games and stuff like that. So I kind of quit all at one go and continue doing this.
Most of the folks in this room are entrepreneurs primarily. Some of them are indie, starting small companies. Some of them have established companies. But both of you are incredibly successful at what you do. But it would be fun for them to know and fun for me to know. Have you failed at anything, or have you always been awesome like this?
Get you to understand what that business is and why it doesn't work the way it works. So I think it's been 15 years of a lot of failures, but in culmination, which got me to where I am. So that shouldn't really bother, or it should be a setback for anything that one does.
Yeah, my failure started pretty early, 5th grade.
But I was 10, so I was like, okay. I was that bad.
All subjects flunked, 6th. Similar but slight improvement.
Passion is you kind of understand it only when you keep doing it over and over again until you know that's what you want to do. Right? You can be passionate about something, but unless you do it, you don't know if that's what you want to do or that's what you can do.
So you personally, how do you identify yourself as an actor, as an investor, as an entrepreneur? What is when you? I know you.
I tell stories for a living. Doesn't matter in which form I'm telling it. So I guess, and whether it's being an actor, whether it's being an entrepreneur or an investor in tech companies, it kind of culminates towards, in the end, to tell a better story to the consumer in that sense. And however the consumer wants to consume that story that I want.